content creation sometimes feels really overwhelming, especially if you still have a day job. Many have asked me, Fabi, how the heck do you manage it all? And today I'm revealing my secret content system. I mean, technically it's not that secret because I literally just took inspiration from the best in the industry. So like a Lewis House and Alex Hormozi, Brendan Burchard, and just looked at how they created content on a regular basis. The problem now though is that once you look behind the scenes, you will see that they have huge content teams. We don't really have the money to hire like all these content creators for us. So what can you do right now with a budget under $300? I can show you today how I use my YouTube videos that I produce once every 10 weeks and then literally have AI create videos for me out of my long form content so I don't have to film anything again. And it looks pretty good too, right? So let me show you how. So first of all, step number one is you generate ideas. I literally have my phone with me. I open up the notes and every time I have inspiration or I see something cool, I literally just write it down in the notes in my phone. Then the other piece I do is I also proactively conduct a competitive analysis. So why reinvent the wheel when you can learn from others what's working, right? So I literally look at my competitors, I look at the views of the reels so I know what got pushed, what didn't get pushed, and then based on that, I use it as a template to then create my own content. So really, don't reinvent the wheel and come up with this like crazy new content when you start out. Just look at what's working. It will make it easier to gain momentum. Once you get traction, that's when you also gain the confidence. So start with what's already working. Okay, step number two, batch produce your YouTube content first, right? So what I usually do is I collect insights from my one-on-one coaching clients and from Instagram direct messages that I get and surveys that I do to identify where my ideal customer really faces huge challenges. And then I populate something that's called the pain point library and the desired outcomes library. I use a mirror board, like a whiteboarding tool, to put this all here. So I literally copy paste the exact words from my customers into the pain point library and into the desired outcome library. And then based on that, I literally think about, okay, what is content that will be really, really valuable for them? And this pain point and desired outcomes library, it grows over time. So it's gonna get bigger and bigger and you will identify themes that are more like there are certain topics that are more important than others. Okay, then what I do next is I outline kind of bullet points for a script. And then I literally block one day where I film like 10 videos in a day. And it sounds like really overwhelming, but literally the filming is fun and it's like the easiest part. What's the hardest part is number 3, video editing. So I personally use Adobe Pro for the editing process. I'm also starting to outsource this, but I can tell you, and I wish someone told me this earlier, it's like 90% of the time and 90% of the effort goes into editing. So I would highly recommend to outsource it because I mean, it becomes a no-brainer. Like you're not making money while you edit. And there are people there who love editing. So outsource that. So once you get your long form content back, step number 4 is you use Opus Pro. And Opus Pro is a game changer. Seriously. Yeah, my friend Jeremy introduced me to it, and what it does is basically AI that processes all your long form content, so all my YouTube videos, and it literally adds captions to it, like automatically. Then all you do is you just proofread it, add some emojis to it, and then you download the video, and then guess what? You just post it on social. This saves a significant amount of time, and I think it costs like around $120 a year. I mean, this is such a game changer. And then literally the last step is you just post it on the social platforms. So I upload then all the different shorter forms to, for instance, my Instagram. So I have a lot of like videos in my drafts. And then when I don't feel like it every day, right? Then I just go in there and I'm like, oh, I already got all the videos done for me. So it's not like I have to produce something. And that's how I stay consistent. That's how all the big influencers stay consistent. I mean, Opus Pro, it's so easy. It's so cool.